Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Ask the Expert, as every Thursday, 1 p.m. New York time, no matter where in the world you are. Today, with a very special, fresh, and very new, actually, subject, the better, brighter, and bolder, the new colorization method that MyHeritage released just a few hours ago. And it's always a pleasure for me to bring you the very latest from MyHeritage and answer any questions that you may have. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I am dedicated to genealogy since 1986. I was the teacher and study guide editor of the Family History Project, searching for my roots down in Venezuela for 15 years. I'm involved in crowdsourced digitization and transcription projects, and I volunteer my time for the Israel Genealogy Research Association, or as I like to call it, IGRA. More important than that for today's session is that I am the genealogy expert at MyHeritage. That is since 2006, and it's really a pleasure for me to be able to be in that role, liaising with genealogy societies, bloggers, and media, or lecturing as I'm doing here, and as well as attending conferences virtually or around the world. And today I'm going to go straight to the website, myheritage.com, and you will be able to go right here. Yes, this is the website homepage. And today, because we're talking about the colorization model, I will need to go to the photo section. So if I will click right here on the top where it says photos, or I can go to my photos, which is the first option, or let me give you a little secret. It's actually duplicated also here under family tree. Yep, we want to make sure that you get to that area. Here is where you are going to see all the images that were uploaded to your website. Now, I had this question the other day because somebody invited other people into the website and then they want to make extra sure nobody can actually do anything without their consent, but uploading photos is actually allowed to visitors or to register people. So even if you don't allow them to touch the family tree, they will be able to upload photos. And it's actually very good because I find myself a lot of times surprised by some beautiful photos that some of my relatives have, and I never saw them before. And the only way to actually see them is by going into for them to go in and to upload those photos. Now, I can be honest, sometimes the photos are not the type of photos I want to have in my family tree website. Well, I simply delete them and nothing happened. But let's go with this one, for example, which is actually a photo that I uploaded. So I have all under control here. As you can see, is actually a photo that is quite damaged. So I will suggest you always to follow the procedure of actions that we suggest you on the top. So you have here repair, enhance, colorize, and animate. So yeah, definitely this photo can do some usage of repair. I'm going to try to repair a little bit those scratch, and I can tell you the result is actually pretty amazing. You can see how it was, and this is after the repair technology. You can see that not everything is absolutely repaired, and if I would like to do a more extensive repair, I can do here. I actually didn't test this before, but I do know already that the problem in the eye, that is going to be extremely difficult to fix, as I said. So you see that in the dress of the lady, there's a little bit of repairing happening, and also in the bushes. And we try to repair the eye, but I would say that it's quite a good job. So I'm going to save that. And once I have already repaired, now what I would like to do is to colorize. I'm not going to enhance it at the moment, because the enhance is mostly when I want to get the zoom in on the faces of the people. But for this one, I just wanted to showcase the colorization. And here it is already right in front of our faces. You can see the original compared to the colorization. It's quite amazing what MyHeritage can do today to the photos. Now, I did wanted to go in deep a little bit on what if this new technology or improved technology that we are releasing today. And the way I did that was actually very simple. I click on the setting wheels right here, and the right panel now doesn't only have the photo repair, but it also have all the settings for the colorization. And you can go ahead and you can play with that whenever you want, whatever you like. But what I did is I applied the colorization model that we did before, the November one, okay? And this can be done just as a preview. Nothing that I'm really doing now affects the photo. And as it says here on the top of the image, if I click the image, it will give me the preview. So if I click will be the July one. If I leave it, will be the November. So this is the November one, okay? This is the previous one. You can see that in the blouse of this lady here, there is less red. So it is actually improving that part. And if I go even further back to the February model, and it's incredible that we're talking about less than 6 months, you will see how this technology is really improving. So this was the first try that we did with the colorization, and this is today. So definitely the technology got way better. The sky is blue, the grass is green, the flowers are red, and I hope that all of you are very, very happy. So definitely I'm going to keep my July one. So I'm going to click cancel. And now I will have obviously the original picture, which is always saved there for you. And I have my improved picture. I will be able to enhance, to animate, to see my family come to life and do all the things that you are already used to do on MyHeritage. Now, I can already read some minds, and you're asking, well, what happened with the photo that I already colorized before? Will that be moved automatically to the new colorization? The answer is no. You need to actually go and delete the improved photo, and you can do that at any point in time. After all, is your photo. You decide what to do. You can delete the original as well. Just remember, if you delete the original, also the improved is going to be lost. So you can delete the improved and just rerun the colorization mode. You know what? Let me try something, because I just had an idea. Okay, so I have this picture, which I know, and you can check with previous recordings, that we actually colorized this with the old model. And I'm wondering if I go to the settings, exactly. So you see, this one was done with the November model. So you know what? You don't need to delete the colorized image, as I said. Sometimes I'm wrong, but this again has just a few hours out there. So don't expect miracles from me. But let's see what the new technology can bring. And you can see that I actually played a little bit with the settings here. So yeah, it comes actually even better with this new model. And I'm going to point out, I can already see the hands of this lady here. This is the July model, and this is the November model. So you can see that they're a little bit black and white still, but now you have more color. Also the face I see comes brighter, and the flowers also have a little bit more color with the bow and everything else. So yes, this is definitely a technology that I would like to keep. And yes, now my image just got better. So yeah, you don't need to rerun the colorization. I mean, you don't need to delete the one. You can just go into the settings and use the new model on all the pictures that you have to process. Okay, that simple, that good, and hopefully that useful for you. So now I will go over a few announcements or reminders, and will be more than happy, as always, to open your microphones and being able to allow you asking questions. And for whatever reason, my computer is still falling. I fixed that and it worked perfectly just a few minutes ago, but you know how this technology is. Okay, so the first reminder that I have for you is the education.myheritage.com. This is the knowledge base page where you can always learn how to be not only a better MyHeritage user, but also a better genealogist with articles, webinars, how-to videos, and downloadable material. And very, very soon, new sections and new material coming there. Always new material, as every week we publish different and new material over there. And what I need to do is to click here and give you that URL along with others in the chat, so it will be easier for you to copy and paste. I'm thinking that I may do that also on the Facebook, but I will drop a little bit later and put it in the comments. The next one is the legacy webinar, where you can actually enjoy MyHeritage webinars and other subjects as well, and hopefully learn even more how to be better genealogists. And if you are already into webinars, let me remind you about Webtember, which is about to start just next week. And hopefully we will have all kind of Fridays, up to 30 live and pre-recorded webinar release every Friday. So totally free. All what you need to do is register and enjoy every Friday new webinars. The invitation, as always, to stop by the Ask the Expert, this 30-minute session, Thursdays, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, US, New York time, no matter where in the world you are. Okay, so definitely time for me to allow you to unmute. You already know that you can either wave or just use the hand over there, raise your hand, or let me know any questions that you may have, and I will do my best, as always, to answer your questions. Francine, and you are the first one. Hello, hello. How are you?
Hi. Hi. This is my second time joining this. It's very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
So here's my question. I have everything, all my documents and pictures and everything. I'm using Legacy right now. And
Okay.
I want to, I've been, it's been recommended that I upload my tree to MyHeritage or Ancestry. But if I change things on Legacy, it's not going to change anything like if I upload it to MyHeritage. So how often do people, I guess, have to upload their tree, or what do you do about that? Because
Okay.
I'm using Legacy.
So yes, excellent question. And what I will suggest you is, if you decided, and definitely it's always good to have your family tree on a website, especially ones that have technology to give you matches like MyHeritage. I will use MyHeritage as my main tree, meaning all the changes and all the modifications, all the additions, to do them on MyHeritage. And then at any point in time, whenever you want, you can download from MyHeritage on a JetCom, same as you will be doing to upload, and then updating or opening that tree with your legacy software. Okay, because unfortunately, if you upload a new version of your tree to MyHeritage, MyHeritage will not recognize that as an update, and it will create a new tree and it will give you all the matches again. So it's better if you, once you upload, you keep MyHeritage as your main source, and you can accept the matches and copy the information, and then export it together with the images and everything back into Legacy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, good. Hope to see you again here, and keep me posted on how that is going.
Okay.
James.
Hi.
Hi, hello. How are you?
How are you?
I am good. How can I help you?
I've been given access to a cousin's MyHeritage site.
Good.
She has a lot more detail about relatives and things like that. And I haven't found a way to directly access it from within my MyHeritage link. And I was hoping that there's a way to add tree to it or something like that, similar to what Ancestry has.
Okay.
Right now, I've got to have a separate link to get to her site.
Okay, so let me go to the website to show you something. I am a member of various websites, okay? And in the upper left corner, you will be able to see the name of your website, or my website in this case. When you click over there, you will see a drop-down menu. And these are the names of all the websites where I am a member. So from here, I will be able to go between one website and the other. Now, I don't know if that is your intention or probably your desire, but there will be no way to just bring the tree from her side to your side. The only way will be exporting it from her side and importing it to your website.
Okay. I see. I'm going to have to check with her to see what kind of access I was given, because on my site, I can see other sites that I've been given access to. So maybe she didn't give me
well, the
complete
other
access.
way, and there is always another way, is to go on the right side below your name and look for My Sites. Okay, and over there, you will actually be able to see all the websites that you have been invited. And it will tell you if you are the site manager, which in this case, I am in a bunch of them, or somebody else is the site manager. And this, of course, is going to sound very strange when it says managed by Daniel Horowitz. But remember that now here I'm Daniel Smith with my alter ego. So I have been invited to those last two. Okay. And I will be able probably to go in, and you too, but not to actually make any changes over there. So yeah, you need to check that.
I see. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. And one day we definitely need to discuss that last name, because it is actually on my family tree as well. Charles, hello, where are you from?
Hopkins, Minnesota, the raspberry capital of the world.
Oh, I haven't been there, so that's a good excuse to visit. How can we
Yes,
help you today?
I have probably a rookie mistake. I downloaded. I have my grandfather, whose name is Antone, but I somehow downloaded or agreed to a record that where he's listed as Antonin, which is another variation of his name. But now I have two people on my tree, and they're listed as brothers, and obviously they're the same person. So I need to remove one and put him with the other. And how do I go about doing that?
Okay, because it's the same person and because it came from a match, which I can already tell you, it's not a match with himself. It's probably a match with either parents, siblings, spouse, or kids, and he came like a collateral damage in your case, but a collateral relative.
Yes.
Okay. I will suggest you just simply to delete Antonin.
Okay.
Try to go back and see who was this match that you accepted, and make sure when you extract the information that you added as himself and not as a brother. Now, how do you delete that person? Very easy. You just click on the card of the person and you click again just to make sure the left panel is out there. On the left panel, you will find circle buttons. The last one has 3 dots and that says more. And if you click over there, you will be able to delete that person. Just make sure it's not connected to any other person, but my guess is that you have it only like standalone as the brother of himself. So it's secure enough to say that you can delete it and just go over smart matches and see what brought you that one.
Thank you.
Okay, with pleasure. Let's see, who else have questions today? Janet, hello. Yes, you will need to unmute and then ask your question. That's normally how it works.
Okay. Yeah, I got it unmuted. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Some time ago, I went through the pictures that were there and uploaded and labeled, and then thought I was deleting the pictures, but I deleted them totally. So how can I get them back?
Okay. Well, I have bad news.
Yeah.
If you deleted, it is deleted.
Okay.
What I would make sure, let me go back to the tree or to the photos, because as you said, the pictures were probably categorized or tagged. So make sure you are not watching any virtual album. For example, I just pulled here the albums, the Jensen family album. All those pictures are there. Now I can take them out of the album, but that will not delete them. In order to delete them, I will need to be here in all media. Okay, and if I delete a picture from here, it's actually going to be very, very, very deleted. For example, one that I can risk on deleting. Okay, I'm gonna click here. You know what? Before I do anything here, let me make sure that yes, nobody's tagged. This is a demo picture, not a problem. If I will select and I say here with the 3 dots, delete the item is going to be deleted. And if I click yes, that's it. The image is gone. And there's no way to bring it back. So yeah, I will go over the images very carefully. Make sure that you are in all media items and that you have this. There may be a way, if you have the backup that MyHeritage offers you. I'm not sure.
I've got the full package.
Well, the complete will not guarantee you the backup. The backup is a different feature that MyHeritage offers you, okay? And this will actually back up also your photos. So you can go under family tree, under more, and just on the backup and see if you have it. And if you have it, you could go back and say restore. But now be aware that that will restore also the family tree. So if you did any changes to the family tree, they're going to be deleted. So probably first step, if you're going to recover a backup, will be to download a JetCom of the current tree and then restore the backup. And then when you have all your images, then re-upload the JetCom, and probably you will need to re-tag everybody in the images. Okay.
Download
a JetCom. Well, first make sure that you have the backup, because if you don't have the backup, there's nothing we can do. But if you have the backup, then download the JetCom, okay, to have a copy of the family tree as it is today. Go and restore any of your backups, and then see the tree, see the amount of people in the tree. Maybe it's just 1 or 2 people, and you know, it doesn't pay all the hazard. And if not, upload the JetCom, and you will have 2 trees. So you delete the old one, and you will need to re-tag the people in the pictures. Okay. Very sorry for that. Is definitely painful. And yeah, before I move out, I also wanted to tell you that in the blog here, the first article that you can see today is about this new colorization model, and you can read all about it, and you can see examples between one and the other, and all the sections and how it's working, and the previews and the before and after, as I show you. Okay, Sandy, I think you're the last question for the day.
Hello there. I was looking at the photos as you were doing them there, and I noticed that sometimes you use the sliders for saturation and other parameters and everything, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
On my particular monitor, no matter what you did, it seemed like it was screaming orange instead of a natural flesh color. Could you show one of those and show us the range and how much it changes with the new tool?
Yeah, I can go to actually, I can use this. And I'm gonna move saturation and manual rendering to the left. Okay, and it's gonna take just a few seconds. Okay, and this is one option. The totally opposite option, okay, will be this. Oh, and I didn't took the contrast enhancement, but you also need to make sure that the monitor is calibrated, because sometimes the monitor doesn't look that good.
Your monitor.
Okay.
Right.
So
right, this one is calibrated, but
okay.
it just seems like they're really, really orange. And to me, I don't know how it looks to you.
So here it doesn't change that much, okay? But you can just play with this and see what's better. It will also depend, of course, on the quality of the image and how the pixels are perceived by the technology.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
With pleasure always, and thank you to all for being here in another session of Ask the Expert. It's 8:30 on my watch, so time to say goodbye for now, both in the Zoom or the Facebook or even recording. Just remember, please take very, very good care of yourself and your family. Stay safe, and why not take advantage of this extra time to do a little bit more of genealogy. Goodbye, everybody, and see you next week.
Bye, my friend.
Thank you, Daniel.